Okay, good day to everyone. And right now, we will discuss English with Quarter 1, Module 2, which is all about interpreting the meaning suggested in visual media through focus on visual elements, for example, lines, symbols, color, gaze, framing, and social distancing. Okay, at the end of this module, you are expected to identify the different visual elements such as lines, symbols, colors, gaze, framing, and social distancing. Second, interpret visual media through visual elements. Analyze visual elements, lines, symbols, colors, gaze, framing, and social distancing. And now we will continue. And now we are at the part What I Know. We will match the word or phrase in column A with the correct answer in column B, then write the letter of your answer in your answer sheets. Okay, we will define the following numbers. So we have number 1, framing. Second, colors. 3, visual elements. 4, gaze. 5, lines. 6, visual media. 7, symbols. 8, social distancing. 9, media. 10, visual. And in column B are the meaning of the words you need to match. We have A, lines, symbols, colors, framing, gaze. B, represent ideas and images. C, short films, written articles, blogs, posts that can be viewed. Present text through visual, such as data presented through graphs and tables. E, creates balance and unity. F, image looking. G, measured from extremely close to extremely remote. H, expresses emotions. I, something you look at such as pictures. And J, indicate motion, emotion, and other elements. Match column A with column B. Okay, write your answer in your answer sheet or paper. We will continue. And now we will discuss, and we are finished on What I Know, which is a pretest for you if you are, or if you know any knowledge about those words. And it is said in lesson 2, learning how to interpret the meaning of visual media helps you to appreciate arts and beauty. Analyzing the use of different visual media will make you appreciate life and the beauty of nature. Okay? If you know the elements or visual elements and know how to interpret the meaning of any visual media or any images that you can see, you will appreciate arts and beauty. And now we will go to what's in. We will determine the visual element implied in each number. We will select your answer from the circle and write it on your answer sheet. We have our choices in the circle. We have textures, lines, shapes, colors, and forms. And now we will have our number and items. First, we have number 1, red, brown, and black. This refers to what? Textures, lines, shapes, colors, or forms. Next, number 2, soft, smooth, coarse. Textures, lines, shapes, colors, forms. Number 3, sculpted, molded, and carved. Number 4, horizontal, vertical, diagonal. And last, number 5, we have round, square, rectangle. Write your answers in your answer sheet or paper. Okay, now we will move on. Okay, in What's New, let us study the picture below, which is all about the fall of Bataan. Okay, and now, upon studying the picture, we will answer the questions below. Number 1, what do you think happened? Or in Tagalog, anong nangyari dito sa larawan na ito? Number 2, what mood does the picture suggest? What mood does the picture suggest? Anong emosyon ang pinapakita ng litrato? Ito ba ay masaya? O malungkot? O natatakot? And last number we have, does the position of the central figure has something to do with the mood the painter is trying to depict? May kinalaman ba ang taong nasa gitna sa gustong ipahatid o ipahayag ng gumuhit nito? Magaling! Ngayon, we will continue in our module. And now we will have our discussion part. And first, we have visual. What is visual? It's something you look at, such as picture, a chart, or a film that is used to make something more appealing or easier to understand. It is anything that you see. Kahit anoong nakikita mo, pwedeng litrato, o pelikula, o mga chart. Ito ay tinatawag na visual. Next, we have media. What is media? Media can be used in almost any discipline to enhance learning, both in class and also for out-of-class assignments. Short films and television clips, written articles, and blog postings can be viewed to reinforce concepts and spark discussion. It is anything that can be helped in learning or to enhance learning. Next, we have visual media. Visual media can be used in any subject matter, especially presenting text through visuals such as data presented through graphs, tables, illustrations, pictures, and PowerPoint presentations. Next, we have visual elements. What are visual elements? Visual elements are any characteristics that we can see, including lines, symbols, colors, gaze, framing, and social distancing. And now we will discuss the different visual elements. First, we have lines. What are lines? Lines are the most basic visual elements. Lines can be used to define shapes and figures, but also to indicate motion, emotion, and other elements. Next, we have symbols. Symbols or signs can be used as shortcuts to represent ideas or concepts. It also includes icons. Next, colors. Colors can be used to express feelings and develop ideas in images, for interacting and relating with others through images, and for composition and structure of images. Next, gaze. Gaze refers where the figure disestablishes a connection between the subject and viewer. Next, we have framing. Okay, we have framing here is the presentation of visual elements in an image or layout in relation to the main subject. It creates visual balance and unity within a composition. From the word framing, it is inside a frame. Any frame that is in a shape or anything that is around the subject. Okay, from the word frame, nasa loob siya ng isang parang frame, either pa-box or pabilog na nakapalibot sa subject. Next, we have social distancing. Very useful word for this pandemic. We have social distancing. It is the distance between the viewer and subject. It is measured on a continuum from extremely close, sobrang lapit, to extremely remote, sobrang layo. This is based on how comfortable we generally feel with the people being close to us in real life. Okay? Okay, let's have our review. When we say visual, it is something you look at, such as picture. Okay? Lahat ng iyong tinitignan na picture or lahat ng nakikita mo is a visual. Next, media can be used in almost any discipline to enhance learning. Kapag sinabi natin media, ay ginagamit sa pag-aaral or sa pagkatuto. Next, we have visual media. Visual media can be any subject matter, especially presenting visuals, text through visuals, such as data presented through graphs, tables, illustrations, pictures, and PowerPoint presentations. Next, visual elements are characteristics that we can see in any images that includes lines, symbols, colors, gaze, framing, and social distancing. Okay, when we say lines, these are the most basic visual element. Okay, through lines we can use or we can make shapes and figures. It also indicate motion and emotion. Next, we have symbols. Symbols or sign can be used as shortcuts or any logo of a social media site or anything that we can see that we can interpret it as an idea or concept. Next, we have colors. Okay, colors can be expressed in our feelings and develop ideas. Next, we have gaze. When we say gaze, the image is looking. Next, framing. Framing is an image or an image in a layout related to the main subject. And last, social distancing is the distance between the viewer and the subject. Our discussion for the elements or visual elements. Okay, we will continue in what's more. Okay, we will read and analyze the visual element used in each sentence. Choose your answer from the word inside the parentheses and write it on your answer sheet. Okay, the first one, the layout in relation to the main subject. The layout in relation to the main subject, is it lines, framing, social distancing, or gaze? Write your answer in your answer sheet or paper. Second, it establishes connection between the subject and viewer. Establishes connection between subject and viewer. Is it gaze, color, lines, or framing? Next, presentation of visual elements in an image or layout. The presentation of visual elements in an image or layout. Is it lines, gaze, framing, or colors? Number 4, used to express feelings and develop ideas in images. Used to express feelings and develop ideas in images. Colors, lines, symbols, or social distancing. Next, We have they represent ideas or concepts. They represent ideas or concepts. Is it social distancing, symbols, framing, or lines? Next, it is the most basic visual element. It is the most basic visual elements. Is it lines, framing, social distancing, or symbols? Okay, now next we have number 7. Distance between the viewer and subject. Distance between the viewer and subject. Is it framing, symbols, social distancing, or lines? Number 8. It can be used in any subject matter. It can be used in any subject matter or class or in learning. Is it visual media, visual elements, framing, or gaze? Number 9. It also includes icons. It also includes icons. Is it symbols, framing, social distancing, colors? And lastly, we have number 10. Any characteristic that we can see, including lines, symbols, colors, and etc. Is it social distancing, visual elements, visual media, or symbols? Write your answer in your answer sheets or paper. Next, in our independent assessment, you will identify what is asked in each sentence. Write your answer in your answer sheet. Okay, first, number 1, it is something you look at, such as picture. Second, can be used in almost any discipline to enhance learning, both in class and also for out-of-class assignments. Number 3, a close-up is intimate and creates a connection between the viewer, whilst a long shot creates objectivity and distance. Number 4, the way in each element in a still or moving image are arranged to create a specific interpretation of the whole. The way in each element is in a still or moving image are arranged to create a specific interpretation of the whole. Number 5, it can be used to define shapes and figures. It can be used to define shapes and figures. Number 6, it relates with others through images. And for composition and structure of images. It relates with others through images and for composition and structure of images. 7, it can be presented text through visuals such as data presented through graphs, table, and illustrations. Number 8, a figure in the image directly out of the page. A figure in the image directly out of the page. And number 9, it has the strongest effect on emotion. It has the strongest effect on emotions. Last, number 10, learning how to analyze this will make you appreciate the beauty of nature. In learning how to analyze this will make you appreciate the beauty of nature. Write your answers in your answer sheet. Next, In independent activity 2, you will find hidden words about or related to visual elements in the box. Do it in your answer sheet. Okay, you will make the word hunt by making a box and writing all the letters, and then encircle the words that are related or about visual elements in the box. Okay. In the independent assessment 2, we will analyze each visual media and what does each convey. Okay, we will see what is the meaning behind each media. Number 1, what does the photo convey? A, the man shows power and success. B, the man shows defeat from a battle. C, the man shows uncontrol of his horse. Or D, the man shows confusion in his direction. Number 2, the picture or the second picture, what does it convey? What is the meaning behind this picture? A, the hunched over posture of people suggests a defeat. When we say hunch, yung nakaslouch. Okay? Their posture is downwards, towards, down. Next, B, the huge army shows power. They show power in the picture. C, the people around the man on the horse. Or D, the man on the horse is just starting his career. Nag-uumpisa pa lang siya. Next, the third picture. The artist's depiction of Napoleon in this work makes him look blank. A, aggressive. B, ridiculous, nakakatawa. C, terrifying, nakakatakot. Or D, heroic and powerful. Number 4, the dog's gaze is towards its blank. A, audience. B, food. C, legs. D, puppies. Number 5, this picture shows that the boy blank. A, hates reading. B, enjoys reading. C, wants to buy a book. D, thinks that reading is not important. Write your answers in your answer sheet. Okay, now let's move on. Let's have independent activity number 3. Let's identify the visual element suggested in each picture. Select your answers from the box below and write it on your answer sheet. Okay, write the numbers and write your answer only. Hindi na kailangan i-drawing ang mga nasa modules. Number 1. What kind of visual element does this picture suggest? Is it gaze, colors, lines, social distancing, symbols, or framing? Next, number 2. What does this image suggest? It is an image of a road. Number 3. The third picture is a sketch of a building. What does it suggest? You can choose your answer from the box. Number 4. This photo of Facebook suggests what kind of visual element? Next, number 5. A picture of two people suggests what kind of visual element? Number 6. A woman looking suggests what kind of visual element? Number 7. A heart-shaped photo suggests what kind of visual element? Next, number 8. A teddy bear looking outside the window. Number 9. A woman and a virus. Number 10. A picture of chocolates. Write your answers in your answer sheet. Your answer may be used twice. Pwede silang gamitin or madoble. Choose one answer for each number. Okay, good job. Now, let's move on. In independent assessment number 3, choose the appropriate word from the box. To complete each sentence, write your answer in your answer sheet. You may write your answers only. You do not have to write the words or sentences in each number. Write the number and answers only. Number 1. Symbols or blank can be used as shortcuts to represent ideas or concepts. Number 2. Lines are used in image to indicate blank and blank. Number 3. Blank can be hue, brightness, or saturation. Number 4. Blank can be achieved by borders. Can be achieved by borders. Number 5. Color is an element strongly tied to our Number 6. Social distancing is intimate and it creates a connection with the blank. Number 7. The rank blank acts rapidly to prompt and modulate blank. Direct blank acts rapidly to prompt and modulate blank. Number 8. A blank is any characteristic that we can see, including line, symbol, and color. Okay, good job. Write your answer in your answer sheets. Next, we have what I have learned. We will unscramble the following jumbled letters to reveal the word. Write your answer in each answer sheet or your paper. From 1 to 10, you will create a word from the jumbled letters to reveal what is the word. Okay, great job. Now, in what I can do, we will interpret the following pictures. Write your answer in your answer sheet. Okay, number 1, analyze the lines used in the animal's face. What do you think does the artist is trying to convey? What is the meaning? Anong gustong sabihin ng gumawa gamit ang mga linya sa mukha ng hayop na nasa litrato? What does it convey? Write your answer in your answer sheet. Okay, good job. Now the second. What does this symbol mean in this image? I know you have seen this symbol, especially in the streets. What does the symbol mean in this image? Write your answer in your answer sheet. Okay, good job. Okay, in assessment 4, we will classify the pictures below according to their visual elements. Place the number only in its proper column. We have lines, colors, symbols, framing, case, and social distancing. Okay, we have the pictures below or inside the box. Okay, we will put only the numbers in each or under the pictures in their proper column. For example, in which pictures shows lines. Okay, we will write the number. For example, we have number 1. We will put 1 in the first column. Okay, you must draw the box in order to put the numbers inside columns. Okay, all number or 1 to 10 pictures will be placed inside this box or this column. Okay, do it in your answer sheet. And lastly, for your additional activities, how can visual element help in interpreting the meaning of data, situation, and emotion seen in different visual media? Explain your answer in at least 5-sentence paragraph and write it in your answer sheet, and it will be 10 points. Okay, and that's it for today. That is all about interpreting visual media. Okay, thank you for listening and have fun in answering your modules.